The Boeing 787 Dreamliner entered commercial service in October last year, but has been making headlines lately. Multiple malfunctions have prompted the FAA to issue an emergency safety order requiring U.S. airlines to temporarily ground the aircraft. Here to comment, Boeing executive Roger Fendhouse.
Thank you so much for having me, Brian. And if I might just start off with a correction. The 787 was only grounded because of the risk of battery fires. Okay. The FAA was cool with us flying with all the other malfunctions, so I really wouldn't sweat it too much.
But these are, airplanes that have hundreds of people on board. I mean, isn't even one little malfunction cause for concern?
Well, I mean, first off, I don't do concern. Okay, hypertension runs in my family, so I keep it laid back and positive.
Okay.
And let me say, our goal as plane designers is to make sure that folks who are concerned about flying feel at ease from wheels off to landing.
You mean wheels up?
No, I don't mean that. Look, things happen, okay? We like to call them hiccups. Very common with new aircraft.
Okay, can you give me an example of one of these hiccups?
Sure. Like the door is securely closed, but the indicator light doesn't come on.
Okay.
Something like that, a glitch.
Yeah.
Or, the coffee burner overheats and blows a fuse in the galley. Easily fixed.
Okay.
Or the plane is flying along or cruising altitude, smooth flight, nothing out of the ordinary, and then the pilot pops out.
I'm sorry, what?
The pilot pops out.
What do you mean the pilot pops out?
But you got the co-pilot there. That's what we're paying that guy for in case the pilot pops out.
The pilot pops out? I mean, what do you mean he pops out?
He gets fired through a spontaneously created hole in the roof of the fuselage.
Why would that ever happen?
Brian, like I said, it's a new plane, okay? Few hiccups. If you want to illuminate the fasten seatbelt sign and you get a giant fireball, it's a hiccup.
Right, I mean, you're scaring the crap out of me, to be quite honest. I mean, I might not ever fly again, okay? But there are people out there who are going to fly, and don't you think they should be concerned about the sheer number of hiccups? I've got a list. I mean, fuel leaks, fires, system failures.
Is there a limp wing on the list?
Limp wing? What is limp wing? What's limp wing?
What is, huh? I'm not familiar with that.
You just said limp wing.
I don't understand what we're talking about. Again, don't worry about anything. That's the key to wrinkle-free skin and a youthful look. And look, some of the things you listed aren't even failures or safety hazards at all. They're amenities.
How is fire an amenity?
I'll tell you how. A burning smell and the possibility of the electrical system shutting down keeps the crew freakishly alert at all times, okay? The flight attendants on Boeing planes are the most attentive in the industry. And, like human civilization and s'mores, you've got fire to thank for it.
That sounds like spin.
Fine, Brian. Here's a fact. Okay, heavy planes burn more fuel. How do you lighten the load on a plane? Unprompted fuel decontainment.
Fuel leakage.
If you want to use a heavily politicized term like leakage, you may, but that's not my choice. Let me put it this way. We have a saying at Boeing, okay? You can't make an omelet without filling the omelet with exploding lithium batteries, and then the omelet's windshield shatters.
Oh, my God. All right, we'll be right back. I have in-laws in Europe I'm never going to see again.
The BS of A is brought to you by Airbus Industry.